Yo, yo, yo. Let's
Facts.
go. Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building for the first time since literally right before the pandemic.
Jeez.
LiveLikeDavis back in the building. He doesn't got the raccoon mask on this time, though.
Yes, sir.
What's good, bro?
Oh wow, you got a good memory.
Yeah.
You know, I had
How
the
could I
first.
forget about the raccoon mask?
That was before. That was before the pandemic.
That was right before the pandemic, too.
That's crazy. I told you I was from the future. I had the mask before the pandemic.
And you, like, had it up for, like, the beginning of the interview, too, which was really funny.
Yeah, that was the raccoon. The raccoon,
The raccoon mask,
joint.
yeah.
Damn, you've been working, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Since then?
Yeah, since then. Because that was literally, like, a month. I think I dropped that, like, during the like, at the top of the pandemic. Because I just had it saved. And then I remember, like, you had the mask on and all that shit like that. And then, like, I used that clip for a few other things, too, during the pandemic. Because I didn't have no more lot.
Right. It was hard to get in with anybody in that time.
Yeah, so I was just like, when I made the TikTok and the Instagram, I remember that was, like, one of the first clips that I used for that shit, too. Because I was like, I just need clips from, like, any of, like, the interviews I did in 2020. So I was just, like, rotating all those clips around.
It's crazy because literally when I found, obviously I knew On the Radar because that was your shit then at that time. But like I had posted, like, I didn't even tag you, I think. I posted like On the Radar's coming up crazy. I don't know. I didn't even associate it was you. I just seen people's freestyles. I think it was D-Thing. It was D-Thing's freestyle. I was like, yo, On the Radar coming up. And somebody had commented under my post and was like, bro, you was already on the radar. And I had to really go back like, yo, you dead right.
That's funny as fuck.
Like, that's crazy because look at the setup now versus then.
Right. We about to move into the new studio too and shit like that. So it's like we went from that little back spare room to like this podcast studio that I rent out for the hour to like our own studio. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I mean, by the time people see this, we probably already in the new studio. This is, you know, from now at this point the old studio. But
that's crazy.
How you been, bro?
Bro, a lot has transpired. I've been good though overall. You know what I'm saying? Just more so like you said, the pandemic, growing pains, and more so finding out who I really am as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I've really been on. Just more so spiritual journey. I really feel like I took a minute away from the social media because last time I sat with you, I was every day on the social media posting, going crazy. But like that shit was exhausting, and I felt like, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of people doing the same thing, and I just took a step back to really just focus on what mattered.
Well, I saw you posted like a couple weeks ago. You took like an IG break or something. Yeah, you were like, oh, I'm back from the IG break, or I was taking the IG, one or the other. But you were taking a break regardless.
Yeah. It was more. I was never break as far as like obviously the work don't stop. I was in the studio working on a new single. I just took the break more so in front of people's eyes just to figure out what I wanted to come with consistently. You know what I'm saying?
What did you figure out you wanted to come with?
I felt like over the pandemic, I will keep it a being. Like I felt like I had a cloud over me. You know what I'm saying? As far as like a very negative, dark cloud. I had like dark energy and negative energy towards anything that was coming my way. And I felt like I wasn't being appreciative of how far I came because, you know, you watching other people's situation and, you know, I'm a real I do a lot of, how you call it? I do a lot of searching and seeing who's success stories. And I just felt like, you know, it wasn't clicking fast enough. And then I ultimately came back to me circling back to my message, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm trying to put out there and not just try to be a part of the trend, you know what I'm saying? So these next few singles, I feel like I embody that. They embody that, you know what I'm saying? Like exactly what I'm trying to
What you trying to do?
Put out.
Is it like the sample stuff that you've been kind of like sticking with for these past like couple months?
It's definitely not. I'm gonna be keeping it. Fans is gonna hate this because they love that. They love the samples and
like what you be doing on TikTok and shit.
Yeah, that's more so. You know the vibes. TikTok is super effective. I'm shout outs to TikTok because they definitely brought a lot of my records to life. The samples, but there's no real longevity on those records. You know what I'm saying? Like clearing, even selling the records. So it's like. It's good to get new fans, but like I want something that you hear it, you like, nah, that's him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you could actually put out on streaming.
Right, exactly. Like without getting flagged. You know
without getting flagged. Did you try to? Well, I mean, some of them are up on streaming.
Yeah. They gonna come down as soon as they hit the millions. You know how that goes.
Yeah. As soon as they start getting popping, like, and they start doing millions and millions of views, that's when everything they're just like, nah, you can't.
Yeah,
have
exactly.
That.
Oh yeah, you thought we was gonna get around that?
Yeah, you can't. They're like, nah, you can't have nothing great anymore. You're not allowed to have anything great.
Right.
So I'm like, when I'm seeing all this shit blowing up on TikTok, you did a Michael Jackson one too, right?
Yeah.
I remember the Michael Jackson one. That was the one that I was like, oh shit, this is really starting to take off on TikTok too.
Yeah, I did the Beat It flip. And then I think, it was another artist, Polo G did a remix and his was tough, but like everybody was...
Smooth Criminal, I think.
Yeah, everybody was tagging me under it. I'm like, yo, chill. Everybody just being
creative. Did you
creative.
Beat It before he did before that dropped?
Yeah, I did it.
Cause that was like last summertime, right? Because Beat It came out in the
Yeah.
fall before Hall of Fame 2.0.
Yeah, I dropped the Beat It joint, and I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of people show love. Shout out to Chinese Kitty, Cardi B. Like a lot of people tapped in once I dropped that Beat It cover. I'm not gonna hold you. That was the first one of this sample type. Even though that was on the original Beat It beat, that was really the beginning of me doing samples and embodying that sound. Mostly because I just felt like I could do it better than niggas, like genuinely. But like everybody's doing it's getting crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You feel like it's getting played out?
I like it. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, listening to music, I like to enjoy what's being said in the samples, but like I feel like we all can't do it. At least for me personally, I want to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like when I did the beater earlier, it was everybody. Hip hop has been doing samples, you know, but like at that time, it really wasn't that many samples. I felt like now it's every song you hear. If you follow This Is What New York City and all that crazy, where they be posting the music, everybody's on samples.
Yeah, everybody's on samples.
Yeah, but it's a good way to get attention. You know what I'm saying? Drag the attention to what you really want to promote. That's what I've really been doing. Like,
and it's only gonna last for like I don't know, a certain period of time. That's gonna be like the most popular thing going on right now. Then something else will take its place of becoming the most popular thing to get attention with, like music wise.
Right. It always changes. The trend is always different every time. So you just got to keep up.
But I did notice you took like a bit of a break from dropping music. Like even if you look at like your DSPs, like the last project you dropped was Still Not Dead in 2020.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, it's just been like a few singles here and there. Obviously the sample songs for like the past like year and a half, and then just kind of like that's really been it.
Because I feel like projects, I don't know, maybe it's because of just my classic head, projects have to be a body of work, like art. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people just dropping because, you know, to keep up and people's attention spans. But like me personally, I'm going to keep dropping singles till I feel like this is a project that represents everything I'm really trying to get off. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, but I feel like I definitely got a project in the cut now because I've been super recording with I got to shout out my guy, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Wonder, super legendary. We've been at Platinum locking in. Shouts to Serge, mixing the records. Like, I'm really confident in the records that I'm about to pull out.
Is that the Paranoia thing that you're talking about? That's the project name? Yeah, okay, Paranoia. Yeah, Paranoia's EP, project, album?
EP, yeah. Definitely EP vibes. Melodic, easier for people to sing, and more crowd to a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what I'm going for. Like, everybody could sing it, honestly, and relate to it. Like,
so it's not drill music?
Nah, it's not drill music. It's far from that. I ain't gonna lie. It's far from the drill, but...
So you kind of, in a way, going back to what you was doing kind of like before the drill music.
Yeah, because...
But like upgraded and different now.
Exactly.
It's been a couple years since then, too.
Right. Obviously, the message is different to what's going on in life, but it is more so of the classic LLD, auto-tune, singing, melody type of vibe.
Is that what you always wanted to go back to?
Yeah, that's what I love the most, genuinely. But I know I'm not dumb to what's moving the city, too, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? What the fans want to hear. So, like, I try and get in my... Like, that was uncomfortable for me at first when I first started doing drill. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, it's a darker tone. Like, my natural tone is lighter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to come with that energy. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's all as far as it went.
Right, because I wrote this down, like the Watson Moon freestyle did like 50K in 3 days on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Congrats on that. That's fine. That's very dope too. Like, but like, you know, like you said, it's like, that is a good way, I guess, to get like just that audience, because now you got like 50K people who listen to a LiveLikeDavis song who may have not listened to it before.
It's a lot of people that, you know, like, that come on my page and they'll say shit like that. Like, oh, you can curse on here, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be cursing like crazy. But a lot of people come on my page and they'll be like, yo, the samples, like, I found you through Udom, or I found you through Watch the Moon. And it's like, even though that's not exactly what I want to be portrayed as, it's still another piece of the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll catch on to what's really important when it's out.
Right. Because eventually, like you're going to put that out, people are going to tune in, and like, some people might not like it, but then the people who do like it, they're going to stick around. You know what I'm saying?
And plus it was the dancing, you know what I'm saying? It's key right now. TikTok, that whole, once you could get people dancing and moving and the challenge associated, the record's out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm just going to apply that same recipe, because that's what I call these songs, these samples, like, experiments. If you even ask my management, shout out to Rich, shout out to Vicey, shout out to Myra in the building, you feel me? Calm. A lot of these songs I just drop on the whim. Like, they be like, well, you about to just go ahead. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, no records I'm really having push behind. It's more so just to fill out what is working in music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes you got to do that though, especially because we were in like a time where it's just like there's nothing really else to do, right? Because of the pandemic and shit like that. So you might, and if you're like still trying to get right and find yourself, you might as well just like have some fun with it along the way and go viral a couple times on TikTok.
Exactly.
When did the Cardi B co-sign happen?
Sheesh, I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of the Cardi B, she followed me originally when it was a snowstorm in like 2019, mad random. It was a snowstorm in 2019. She would put out the record with Bruno Mars, and at the time I was doing skits. If you remember, I was doing
from Vine.
Exactly. Like I did a skit to her song, and I just posted it. I sent it to her in a DM, like hopefully you see it, and then like I think like 2 hours later, she was like, "Oh my God, my love, thank you for." She showed mad super love in a DM, and then ever since then, she's just been supporting everything. Like she's one of the realest. I'm not gonna lie, because like most people just take the promo and they'll just keep it pushing. She followed me, supported my music after. She had a release party in New York, told me pop out. So it's like it's really love. You know what I'm saying?
Fire, bro.
Facts.
So Paranoia's on the way.
Yeah, Paranoia's heavy and hot.
Heavy and hot on the way. When can we expect this project?
Middle of next month.
Okay, so September. So I'm probably putting this out close to that then to kind of line up with it. So if you're seeing this, Paranoia might be coming out very, very soon.
Yes, sir.
I'll make sure I put in the interview thing so y'all know when it's coming out. It's just you on it.
Yeah, right. As of right now, it's just me, but I got a few creepy features I definitely might sneak on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not name them. Maybe not like not write them on the name thing. People just gotta listen
and
find out.
Right, exactly.
Dope.
Right.
Dope. Well, look, man, it's great seeing you again. It's great catching up with you. Thank you for killing that freestyle. I didn't expect you to do the Missy beat.
Yeah, I had to. I had to spice it up. I had to spice it up. I felt like, nah, I want to just do drill. I gotta do something.
Right. You want to show the people your diversity with the
music. Right. Exactly.
Too. Well, man, it's always a pleasure, like having you here, bringing you back on the show. You still wore a ski mask this time.
Yes.
You have to wear the ski mask for like. I know he didn't even think about it the first time, but you have the ski mask on for old time's sake.
Yeah, I had to.
No one watches On the Radar and gets to see your entire face.
Right. Exactly. You know spooky. You know what I'm saying?
He keeps it spooky, even though he about to make melodic music. You know he's about to switch up the vibes, and you see, this is just the beginning of the vibe switch up. Like there's layers to this shit. But I appreciate you as always, bro.
You already know, bro.
Before we sign off here for the day, let the people know they can follow you out. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Right here. You can follow me on all social media at LiveLikeDavis, LiveLikeDavis. The last piece of, I guess, advice I'll leave for anybody trying to, you know what I'm saying, like continue with this music is be able to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be right. I know it's your vision, and, you know what I'm saying, you got to put your first foot forward, but still be able to learn and see where you could be better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say.
Word.
Facts.
There you go. Well, make sure you go follow him. Go stream Paranoia when it's out. It's coming out very soon. Might be coming out this week by the time y'all seeing this.
Yes, sir.
Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love and support are free, but y'all already knew that. Till next time, On the Radar. LiveLikeDavis, my brother.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
You, bro. Love. Boom. Shout out Rain in the building.
Rain in the building, hot on the carpet.
Hot on the carpet. Please don't piss on my carpet.